Tukuriada, my friend, an episode of elections, nominations, nominees in the athletic world. The year is coming to an end. We are anointing the best of the best in their performance in this calendar year. Be aware that I'm telling my subscribers to be active voters and nominees in this year's Athletes of the Year. Go to Facebook, go to World Athletics. Instagram, the same thing, World Athletics. You'll find the voting booth. Cast your vote. Go for the like button. Make a comment. Make these athletes feel that we value them, that they made us enjoy their performance, their greatness, their medals, their national anthems. Yeah, be active, my friend. Exercise your athletics civil rights. Please don't be a passive spectator. Engage. That's the best you can do. If they were good, give them the vote, give them the like button, okay? I'm really recommending this. Last year I did the same thing. I hope my subscribers will engage this year. And guys, let me know what you think. Let me give you some of the names out there that have been nominated for the Athletes of the Year. On the men's category, let's start with the women. The nominees for the 2025 Women's Track Athlete of the Year in alphabetical order. I'm reading offline, okay? You can go to other athletics and see the same thing. But hey, you don't have to do it. I'll do it for you. All you have to do is go to Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, like I didn't maybe a few months ago, I'm back. This is what you do. You'll find an athlete from Belgium, Femke Bol from Netherlands. At one point, I say she was from Belgium. What a tragedy in my... correct me if you can, guys. I know sometimes I speak... I think there's a time I referred to Femke Bol to be from Belgium. My bad. Apologies. This brain and this mouth sometimes is a mismatch. Femke Bol, unbeaten this year in the 400 meters hurdles. Nobody has beaten this woman all year long. She won the Diamond League. She's won the Diamond League almost 9 times now. She's the world champion. You want to nominate her? You want to pick her as the Athlete of the Year? Go ahead. I'll tell you my pick at the end of this clip, at the end of this episode. The other lady nominated for the Athlete of the Year is Beatrice Chebet. You know what she did. She broke the world record in the 5,000 meters, 13:58, the first woman to go under 14. She did it. World champion, 2 gold medalists. Which one? 10,000 and 5,000. And she's the 3rd fastest woman in 3,000, 8:06 in Rabat. And she ran a personal best in 1,500 meters, 3:54. I'm just giving you things. I'm not convincing you. I'm not misleading your vote. I'm not influencing your vote. I'm giving you what she did. Go ahead, close the booth, and cast your vote for the Athlete of the Year. Beatrice Chebet, that's what she did. Here comes Melissa Jefferson Wooden, the American sprinter. 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4x1 world champion. That's 3 medals. I still debate this relay to be a medal that you can use that as the Athlete of the Year. I did that last year, but she won. She was part of the quartet that won the 4x1, anchored by you-know-who, Shakari? Shakari Richardson. You know that happened in the rain. This year, she's undefeated in the 100 meters. She started that during the GST series, the Grand Track Series that happened early part of the year. To the end of the calendar year, nobody has beaten Melissa Jefferson Wooden. Is she the Athlete of the Year? There you have it. You cast your vote. The other one is Faith Kipyegon. She attempted the Nike project to be the first woman to do the 4 mile, the 4 minutes mile barrier. Well, you know how that happened. She broke the world record, 3:48 in the 1,500 meters. She's the world champion in the 15, and she's the captain of the Kenyan team. Well, does she get your vote? Somebody very close to me is very confident about Faith Kipyegon. She cast her vote already. Early votes are allowed. Sydney McLaughlin LeBron, the best time, second best time meters are time in the 400 meters flat, 47.7. I tell you what, if we were to look at 40 years later and a woman can run 47 in the 400 meters, then SML deserves to be Athlete of the Year. But I'll differ because she's just been very picky. She chooses where to deliver. Well, that's the nature of the beast. She's the world champion in the 400 meters. She's part of the team that won the 4x400 meters in the Tokyo World Championship. So far, people say she's undefeated in the 400 meters this year. Somebody else will say she's undefeated in the 400 meters hurdles, but she didn't go to Europe where Femke Bol was, and she avoided that competition all season. We know when they meet or when they've clashed, she's always been ahead, but you cannot avoid your nemesis or your arch rival all year, something I've been saying all year she should have done. And then you say you're undefeated. I don't take that undefeated because if you look at Femke Bol, she raced in all the Diamond League in Europe. She just didn't come to Eugene. That's all she didn't do. But when you avoid your nemesis, your arch rival all year, SML, I'm talking of Sydney McLaughlin, and you say you're undefeated, that is a small, small body of work for the whole season. That vote is against what I was going to say. She deserves it. Let's go to the men. We have Rai Benjamin. We have Jimmy Gracia, who the French who won the 10,000 meters. That is, to me, that was a unique race, tactical. He won it, and then he came back and got the bronze in the 5K. To me, some people say that he has what it takes to be Athlete of the Year. We can say he's a shocker of the year. Okay? If there's a shocker of the year athlete, let's give it to Jimmy the French. But when it comes to the landscape of athletics, I might hesitate. But again, I'm not influencing your vote. What do you think of Rai Benjamin? World champion. He's been good all season. He got, I think, beaten once by Santos, the Brazilian, in Oslo. Oslo, yeah, or Stockholm, somewhere in those Scandinavian countries. Don't trust what I say sometimes. Go check. He got beat once. That deserves to be Athlete of the Year. Is your vote? Noah Lyles. Big name to me, underachieved this year. I'll tell you that. Big name, big brand. Noah Lyles is a big brand. I thought the tension, the drama in Eugene against Kenny Kung Fu Benarek was going to manifest itself or show up somewhere in the World Championship where we're going to see the clash of the titans, including Leslie Tebogo of the Botswana 200 meters. I didn't see much of that. Does he win? He does win the 200. He anchors the 4x1 to a gold medal. Okay? I get that. But let's be honest, my friends. The biggest mega race in track and field is not the 200. It's not the 4x1. It's the 100 meters flat. That's where all the cameras were. How did Noah Lyles do in the World Championship when he lined up against Oblique Seville from Jamaica? He came second. I didn't tell you not to vote for him either. I'm just telling you what I think. Oh, let me go to Candell Tinch. He delivers in 110 hurdles in the final. Very inconsistent, but he wins. He wins the Diamond League too in the 110 hurdles. Candell Tinch, you got him. Emmanuel freaking Wanyonyi, all year world champion, Diamond League champion. I think he got beat twice in Silencia and Rabat. Otherwise, 141s was all he did all year. And he has one of the best times so far this year coming the World Championship. He wins. Am I influencing your vote? I'm not here to do it. I'm a strategist. I tell you what I see, and I tell you the season as it unfolded. Those are the men category. We have Ryan Benjamin, go and find out, Jimmy Gracia, Noah Lyles, Godell Tinch, Emmanuel Wanyonyi. If I was to tell you my vote, and I tell you why, Emmanuel Wanyonyi will get my vote. I advocated for him last year. I fought very hard. I made a case for him. He didn't get it. This year, if you look at the quality of 800 meters, if you look at the finals of the 800 meters, if you look at the winning margins in the 800 meters in the final, it was what was supposed to be happening in the 100 meters, maybe 200, where you are leaning is micro, you lean to win. That is how good the finalists were in the 800 meters. Deep, quality, and deliverance was done by none other than Emmanuel Wanyonyi. The quality of the field, the consistency throughout the year, the predictions coming in the World Championship was Wanyonyi wins, it doesn't disappoint. Against Noah Lyles, you see where I'm going. It was Noah Lyles against everybody else. When it came down to it, Oblique Seville got him 3 times this year, even at the biggest stage. My vote for the men will go to Wanyonyi and the quality. I might even give some votes if I was to spread my votes to Rai Benjamin. Carsten, Warhol, Norwegian. You have Samba from Qatar. You have Santos from Brazil. Very good quality of field. Rai Benjamin has been in ascendancy, and he is a world champion. I'll give him that. But in the 4x4 relay, when the Botswanese came against him, if he had won that 4x4 with the American team, I'll just say give it to him. Now I'm taking it away from him and giving it to Wanyonyi. That's my vote in the men. Let me go to the women and apologize to Femke Bol over me thinking she's a Belgian. I don't know what I was thinking. I get excited. I'll give to Femke Bol this year. Brilliant season, unbeaten season, always delivering on big stage. Now she says she wants to go the 800 meters because she's just done everything in the 400 meters hurdles. She can do that. She's done everything, honestly. She's been very, very consistent. And to win the Diamond League back to back to back is not easy. You got Mohammed, you got everybody else going up. Cogrell was there. The field was good, but it wasn't good enough when Sydney, McClogan, LeBron wasn't present. That is the only question mark I have for our season. When you don't have that top-notch athlete in that competition, I take it out from you a little bit, but I think she deserves it. Let me tell you, Beatrice Chebet should, but she might not. Why? If it's a North American vote that's going to tilt the vote and to see who wins the Athlete of the Year in the women category, they'll go for Melissa. Melissa Jefferson wouldn't. You know why? Nobody has beaten her all year in the 100 meters. And 100 meters is the event in track and field. It's glamorous, it's the most watched, is what people come to watch, is short, and the attention span of humanity these days has shrunk to 100 meters. She gets a bigger chunk of votes in that category. I'll give you that. She won the 200. She won the relay. And she's been on top of her game all season. Melissa Jefferson Wooden, I think, is the Athlete of the Year in the women category. I'll keep pounding the door to give it to Beatrice, given the fact that she's the only legitimate woman right there at the top. 2 World Championship gold in the 5K and the 10,000. But again, Melissa has 100 and the 200. But let's stop Beatrice a little bit, put some cherries on top of her year and says, what about the world record? 13:58 in the 5K in Eugene. Brought the house down. What about that? Will that tilt the vote to Beatrice Chebet? I didn't tell you what to do. But you subscribers, my man, you listen to me. Did I sway you somewhere? That wasn't my intention. I'm a strategist. I'm a spokesperson for athletics. I spoke for all of them. Even let me go back and say Jimmy Gracia, the French, should get a recognition. To me, it looks like an aberration, an anomaly. Something just happened in the World Championship. You have a French winning 10,000. It's never happened, or so to speak. It's like having, I don't know what, some crazy race, like even the World Championship where you have people like Hawker doing his thing against the people like Jacob Engelstone. That's what happens in the championship. Tactical, slow race, you just find that mojo and you win. Yeah, it's an anomaly. It doesn't happen that often. But in the champion, if we are going to say the champion, he's a champion. But the athlete of the year, I don't think so. Again, that was my take on the night of. When is the vote supposed to be in? Guys, cast your votes, my friend. Cast your votes. These things are supposed to be happening sooner. Okay? It's going to close on the 19th of October. That is a Sunday. Please don't be late to the party. Cast your vote. Be active. Just enjoy it, okay? I hope I influence you in either way. I gave you my take, and my take doesn't really count. It's me. Love you guys. Hey, be of cheers. Life is good. Look at that bright sunshine behind me. I love it. Got some few games. Liberty High School, here I come. Talk to you guys later.